Start with a nice little warm up. Let's go ahead and inhale up, exhale down. Inhale all the gratitude for getting yourself out here and doing this, and exhale it down. Inhale up and down, up and down. Good. Wiggle it out. Roll the head out. One direction, real big, slow movements all the way around, stretching out the neck, working out the kinks, and then the other way. Oh yeah, it feels good. Yup, roll it out. And we'll swing the arms back and forth, crossing in front. Getting the shoulders opened up, chest opened up, back opened up and down. Really push the arms up overhead and back behind you. Hands overhead, elbows back. You're going to hinge at the hips and fold forward. Fold forward. Come back up. Go as far as your legs will let you, as far as your lower back will let you, as far as your hips will let you, because these are all places you are warming up right now. Just getting some movement in there, getting the body used to getting this movement in. You should feel it along your hamstrings and the back of your legs. It's good. All right, we're going to inhale up and fold forward. We're going to just walk the hands forward. Walk it out in downward dog. One heel towards the ground. Other knee bends. Switch. 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 Good. Open the hips up. Drop the knees. And we're going to do some cat-cows. Push the back towards the ceiling. And then push the chest forward. Head comes up and the hips come up. Back up. And down. Good. Really exaggerating that movement. I'm going to lift the arm up. We're going to thread it through the arm and leg. Bring it up and thread it through. Getting some spinal rotation, opening the shoulders. Remember to breathe. Switch hands, lift it up, all the way up and back. Thread it through. Drop it down, and then bring it up and down. Up and through. One more. And through. Good. Drop it down into child's pose. Breathe into your back. Come up and then push back down. Breathe into your back. Go through this motion a few times. Pushing the chest forward and dropping it down. Going back, chest comes forward and down. Good. Coming into a seated position. We're going to do 90-90, so you're creating 90-degree angles with both of your legs. And then we're going to switch it over to the other side. Keeping the chest lifted. You can have your hands behind you for support, or you can bring them up. Go over to the side. Bring it over to the other side. Bring your torso over that leg. Working through those hips, opening them up. Okay, take your time with it. Feet come together. Butterfly stretch. We're pushing the knees down, opening the hips, reaching the chest forward. The back stays straight. So first the chest is lifted and then it comes forward. I'm going to sit straight up, bend the knees, grab your toes, keep your back straight and your chest lifted, and then you're going to alternate straightening one leg at a time. If you can't reach your toes, that's okay. You can grab your ankles, or you can just bend your knees more until you grab your toes. You don't need to completely straighten your legs if you can't. Just go as far as you can. Do some bounces there. Alright. I'm gonna roll it up. Inhale at the top. Exhale down. Great. We're ready for our workout once we roll out our wrists. And then we're going to jump right into it. Alright, we got one little resistance band. Sorry, light resistance band. We're going to do everything with this. You're going to step shoulder width apart on the band. You're going to lift it up in front of you and then pull the band apart. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, bring it back in front, and then lower it down. Lift it up, pull it apart, squeeze the shoulder blades, bring it back forward, slowly lower it down. Keep it controlled the entire time. Slight bend in the knees, core is engaged, glutes are squeezed. Pull it up, open, squeeze, bring it together and down. Next we're going into overhead squats. Push the band overhead and we're squatting down. This is helping keep that alignment. We're pouring weight into the heels. We're keeping the chest lifted. Head is in line with the body. Pushing the band up and away from you. Dropping the hips down. Squeezing the glutes to come up. Great. Now we're grabbing with one hand. We're going to bring it up and then over to the side. Bring it down. Up, over to the side, back front, and down. Continue doing that. Keep the core engaged. Remember to breathe. We're working on our pec. We're working on our anterior delt, the front delt, in front of your shoulder. Bring it up, over, back, and down. And switch sides. Palms facing up. Lift it up, over, back, and down. Keep breathing. Power through it. You should be keeping constant tension the entire time. Up, over, back, and down. Bring it back up, over, back down. Good. Next we're going into some body weight. So we're going to lie down. And we're doing our thumb circle. And bring the arms in front. Lift them up. Bring them around. Bring them down. Bring them all the way up as you come and bring them around and down. Keep them lifted. Opening up the shoulders, the chest, really engaging the back the entire time. Next we're going to do palm lifts. Palms come face up. Hands are by your side. Lift them up, squeeze, and bring them down. Up, squeeze, and down. Keep going. Lift them up, squeeze, and down. Good. Superman. Lift the hands and the feet. Your chest comes up. Bring it all the way up, and then a little bit more, and then down. Up, up, down. Up, up, down. Good. Really working that lower back, strengthening your erector spinae, giving you better posture, giving you the strength and support in your lower back so that you don't throw it out like everyone does. We're doing sea turtles. Bring the hands in front of you, lift them up, squeeze the elbows back, and try to touch them behind you. Bring them forward and down. Lift it up, squeeze the elbows back, and forward and down. Keep going. Lift it up, squeeze them back. Up, squeeze, and down. Up, squeeze, and down. Great. Shake it out. Get your breath, grab a little sip of water. Grabbing our band again. Bring it behind you. Hands come on the outside or inside of the band. We're going to push it forward, working on our chest. Squeeze the chest, bring it back. Push it forward, squeeze, and bring it back. Core is engaged. Exhale as you push forward. And squeeze the chest. Good. We're going to stand on the band with our right foot and bring it with our right hand. We're going to lift it over to the side. Again, working on our upper pec. Try to keep the shoulders square, facing straight forward. The only thing that's moving is your hand from one side to the other side, all the way to the top. Switch feet, switch hands. Lift it up. Let's go. Squeeze that chest. Bring it up. Bring it up. Good. Alright, we got our feet shoulder width apart. We're going to curl the band up and then push it overhead. Bring it down, curl it down. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. Keep the body stable, slight bend in the knees. We're not pushing with our knees to use momentum to bring it up. It's all controlled. All right, put the band down. Catch your breath. Get a little sip of water. Now we're doing front kicks. Lift the knee, kick the foot forward. Boom, 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 boom. Kicking the door down, driving that heel forward, crunching the abs down by bringing the rib cage towards your hips each time that you kick the foot forward. Pick it up. Alright, we got our lunges. Switching lunges, keeping the chest lifted, the focus forward, Step the foot back, and then bring it forward. Bring it together. Step the other foot back. Go at your own pace. Get more comfortable with the movement. Then you go a little bit faster. The main thing is to stay in control. Alright, coming up, fold forward, walk the hands forward, walk the hands back. Bring it up, fold forward, walk the hands forward, bring it back. Hands up, fold forward, walk the hands forward, walk them back, bring it up. Forward, walk the heads forward, bring it back, and up. Try to keep the body stable the entire time so you're not letting the hips sway side to side too much. Good, we're going into bear hops. Do as much as you can, get as high as you can. It's okay if you just get a little hop. Once you get comfortable with that, you can hop a little bit more, get a little air, feel what it's like to be balancing on your hands. This is a good drill to get used to doing that so that you can build stronger shoulders, stronger wrists, and get used to being upside down and start working towards doing handstands. Alright, we're going to get our band again. Get a little sip of water if you need it. I'm back. Alright, stepping on the band, feet are shoulder width apart and they're on top of both parts of the band. We got the band wrapped around our wrists and then we're grabbing it with our hands. That's going to give us more support because if we're just grabbing it with our hands, we're going to not have this grip strength to be able to hold on. If it's wrapped around our wrist, we got it anchored and support. So we're doing these deadlifts, folding forwards until you can't fold anymore. As you push the hips back, that brings you down. And then the knees bend. Good, we're doing bent over rows, slight bend in the knees, and we're driving the elbows back, squeezing at the top. Folding forward as much as you can in this. Squeeze at the top. Good. Stand up, and we're doing shrugs. You can slightly bend over, and then you're trying to shrug your shoulders up towards the ceiling, not towards your ears, but towards the ceiling, and really feeling that entire area in your shoulder and your upper back, all along your traps, to keep that engagement. Alright, we're going to step on the band, feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to curl it up, palms facing down. This is going to work on our grip strength, getting stronger forearms. The stronger our grip is, the easier it's going to be to lift things heavier later. Because the grip strength is almost always the limiting factor. Alright, we got one more time. Get a little water if you need it. Catch your breath. Got one last circuit. We're going into a plank circuit, so we're going to come onto our high plank. We're going to go low, low, high, high. So we're down here on low plank. Push one hand up, down, down. Other hand up, down, down. Up, down, down. Try not to let your hips sway side to side too much. Try not to let your hips come up too much. You want a flat line from your feet to your head, and you want to keep the body stable. Go at your own pace. If you need a rest for a moment, it's okay, but get back into it. You got this. We're only doing it for a short time. Alright, we're going shoulder taps. So we're keeping a high plank. Again, keep the hips from swaying side to side. You want to keep it engaged. Keeping the core tight. As you bring the right hand up to the left shoulder, the left hip has a tendency to rise up. So push it down slightly as you lift it up. As you lift the right hand, push the left hip down. That's going to keep it from coming up. All right, we're going to side planks. Feet are stacked on top of each other. You're on your forearm, and you've got your hips up and forward. Up and forward. There you go. Keep your hand on your side. You're staying right here. Hold it. Hold it. It's just a moment. You got that. There you go. We're going to the other side. Stack the feet. Hips are up and forward. Hand is on your side. Head is in line with your body. And you're breathing. And you're breathing. You got it. Here you go. Alright. Going into low plank. So we're just going to hold it here. Don't let the hips sink down. Don't let them push up. Keep a nice straight line. Driving the heels towards the ground. Keeping a nice straight line from your heels all the way to your head. And breathe. Core is engaged. You got it. There you go. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, thank yourself for this effort, exhale down. Check it out. Cross one arm in front of the body. And switch. Arm over the head, pulling it down with just the weight of your arm. You're not forcing it, just letting it hang. Keeping it there. Stretching out your lat, stretching out your chest. Down. Inhale up. Exhale as you fold forward and hang out here for a little bit. Let the lower back decompress a little. Shake it out if you want. Bring the feet nice and wide. Bring it over to one side. Turn that foot out. And pull the chest towards the foot. Other side. Pull the chest towards the foot. From center, into the other side, runner's lunge, hands on the inside of the foot, inside hand comes up, turning the torso towards that front knee, pulling that hand up and back, opening that chest, bring it down, outside, back foot turns out, outside hand comes up, opening the chest. Opening the hips by pushing the knee open. Bring it down, back foot turns in, drop the knee, straighten the front leg. Pull the chest towards the front foot. Flexing that front foot. You can have the knee slightly bent and try to straighten it as you sit in that stretch. And forward. Straighten the front leg and the back leg. Fold forward. Pulling the chest towards the foot. Then to the other side. Come down into a runner's lunge. Hands are on the inside of the knee. Driving that back heel towards the ground. Open it up. Pulling that inside hand up. Opening the chest. Bring the hand down. Back foot turns out. Outside hand comes up. Opening the chest. Opening the hips by driving the elbow into the knee. Opening it up a little bit more. Drop it down. Drop the back knee. Pull back and straighten the front leg. Keeping the front foot flexed. Reaching the chest towards that foot. Come up. Straighten both legs. Pulling the chest towards that foot. Come center. And now here, bring the feet a little closer together, roll it up. You're going to inhale at the top, exhale down. One more time, inhale at the top. We're going to exhale down, and we're going to drop the forearms to the knees. Get your feet in a good position so that they're nice and wide, but not too wide. Feet are turned out. You can get a deeper stretch if you push one hand on that knee, turn that shoulder in, switch to the other side, or you can just stay there with both forearms on your knees. Good. Fold forward, roll it up. That's the last thing that comes up. We're going to sit down. One foot crosses in front of you, other foot sits either in front of that knee, or you can bring it over that knee. Grab that top knee, push that hip into the ground. Back hand is behind you to keep your chest lifted, supporting you, pushing that chest up, twisting your body away from the knee. Let's switch sides. Hug that knee into your chest. Twisting. Keeping the chest lifted. Only go as far as you can. Keep that hip pushed in towards the ground. Good. Feet come together. Butterfly stretch. Chest is lifted. Pull the chest towards the feet. Drive the knees towards the ground. You can use your elbows for extra support to push the knees down and open those hips up. Good. Feet come forward. You can grab either the heels, the toes, or you can grab just like the shins or under the shins. Keep the chest lifted. Fold forward, pulling your chest towards your feet. Good. Now lie down for just a moment. Appreciate yourself for everything that you just did. Thank yourself for this process, for the effort that you're putting in. These little bits of effort make a huge difference in your life. And you knowing that you did this for yourself allows you to do more things for yourself. Grab your knees and roll up when you're ready. Thank yourself again. Stay hydrated, and I'll see you next time.